Don't be a stranger in the night. Take a chance.
Hey guys, thank you for joining me here again on Bushcraft Basics with Ben. It's an absolutely beautiful day, and so I've chose to come out to the woods. This is the first time it's felt like summer in a long time. As you can hear, the birds are singing. It's just absolutely amazing to be out. Unfortunately, the UK is on lockdown, which means that we're not allowed out more than once. So I've decided to make the most of my time and show you guys how to create a water still. Stay tuned. So as I'm just looking through the forest, it's really clear to see all the shaded areas and the areas that are being hit most by the sun. Directly in front of me, just where Tallulah is at the base of that tree, is a great big sunspot, and that's where I'm going to choose to dig down and create my solar still. I've just brought a little trowel out with me just to help make digging that bit easier. You could do this with your hands in a survival situation. Obviously you would do that. You wouldn't be carrying a trowel with you. Highly unlikely. So yeah, just dig down with your hands, it's the same thing. So once I've dug down and I've got my hole, I need something then to cover the hole, and it preferably needs to be a clear bag, something that will allow condensation to run along. So here I've got a bread bag. This is just a bog standard bread bag from any supermarket. I found this at home. And we're going to see if this one works today. This should do the job. Can't see any reason why it shouldn't, but we're going to trial this. And then I just thought I'd try a little wild card out and thought I'd bring a bin liner out. Same material, a bit thicker, and it doesn't allow as much light to come through. So we're going to test both bags and see how we get along there. I think that this will be the clear winner, clearly because more light can get through and more condensation will be created, but we shall see. Already just found 2 stones which are going to come in handy later on, so just bear that in mind. First I'm just going to clear the area from any twigs or leaves or any Tallulahs sat in my way. This area should be big enough. So there we are, now the hole's dug. Just put my hand in view so you can get an idea of size. Basically the hole only needs to be big enough to allow or accommodate the catchment bowl that you have. For me that is a household bowl, and you can see that if I put that in there, it just sits nicely. What we need to do now is we need to go look for some vegetation, something that's breathing, something that's going to allow condensation to build up. So as the plants or the vegetation we stick in the bottom start breathing, the moisture rises, hits the see-through bag that we're going to place over the top. With a stone in the middle to weigh that down, the condensation should then run along and drop into our bowl. Now that I've got a nice handful of this fern, this green stuff, we're going to pop that around the side of the bowl and push that down as far as we can. I think we'll get some more, but before I do that, I'll clean out this bowl.
It's a cool hard wind outside my window. Ooh, where people don't know which way to go.
Okay guys, so there we have it. There's the water still all complete now. You can see roughly how this is going to work. Fingers crossed when we come back tomorrow there will be water in the bowl. If there's not, please don't be too harsh. I've not dabbled that much with solar stills in the past, so this is all kind of a learning curve still for me. But that's why I love bushcraft. This is great to get out and try things like this. And I never claim to be an expert. Nobody in bushcraft ever should. It's always a learning game. And so if you do know how I can make this better, if I do come back tomorrow and there's no water in here, then please drop down in the comments box below and let me know how I can make this better or improve. So my idea for today was try and use 2 different materials. One of the materials was going to be the bread bag, and then the second one was going to be a bin liner. For anybody that's made these before will be shouting at the screen now telling me not to use a bin liner, but I've never done these before. I've dabbled maybe once or twice in the past, but it was nothing serious. I really want to put this to the test and just see what different materials work best, if any. Unfortunately, I can't do the bin liner today. I haven't got a second container to capture the water. Stupidly left that on the side as I left the house. But we still got the bread bin one, and we'll see how that gets on. Hopefully when we come back tomorrow, there'll be more water in there, or some water in there. And I'll keep you guys posted.
I said the last drink was the last drink. You make it hard to leave. We're telling secrets in the dark while drinking whiskey neat. I would fall in a second if you let me, 'cause you're all that I want. Could you let me in? The last drink was the last.
Okay guys, so it's the day after. I'm absolutely shattered. As you can see, I've been up most of the night, didn't sleep too great. But I'm excited. I'm excited to go back to the water still and see what we've got. See if we've produced any water at all. Like I said, don't judge me too much. This is the first time I have dabbled in making water stills. But it's a learning curve, and this is why we do this stuff. So if I haven't, then I'll question why, and we'll go from there. I think one of the problems I'm going to have this morning is just whether or not I can find the water still. But it's about 8 o'clock I think in the morning, and this forest behind me is absolutely beautiful. There's like a mid-morning mist just floating through. Just waiting for Tallulah to finish pooing now, and then she's going to follow me through and see if we can find this thing. She doesn't always like walking through this part of the woods because there's brambles and thorns everywhere, so you can imagine she's on edge walking through here, because if she gets one little thorns in her feet, it can really cause her some bother. So this is what I have to do, unfortunately. I have to carry her through until we get there. Feeling a bit nervous if I'm honest, because if I get there and there's no water in it at all, I'm going to look a bit stupid. Well, not really, because I've been honest with you guys and told you that for me this is kind of a learning experience as well. And I enjoy doing it. It's a bit of an experiment for me. By doing this, I'll see what works and what doesn't, so hopefully we'll have something. Okay, so one of the sticks has been pulled out. It doesn't look like there's anything in there, but we can see there's a build-up of vapour there. Maybe I didn't pull the bag tight enough, or maybe the condensation is escaping from this part of the bag where the stick's been removed. Yeah, no, that's bone dry. But everything around it is absolutely soaking, so it worked to some degree. My only conclusion is that whatever moved that stick allowed air to come underneath and evaporate the condensation. That's the only thing I can think of. So we'll go again. What I'll do this time is clean the bowl out, pull the bag tight again, and go from there. See what happens now.
Don't be a stranger in the night. Take a chance for some romance. Don't cover your eyes. Willow trees know you better than anyone else. It's time you let your...
Good morning guys, today's day 3 and we're going to go back and check that solar still. Now the time is 8:45, so maybe I've left it a bit too late, I'm not sure, because the sun is quite high up already. We'll see, but hopefully, fingers crossed, there is some water in that bowl when we get there. what he said. So fingers crossed guys, when we get there is some water in that bowl. Yesterday my reason for there being no water was the fact that that stick had come loose and I believe air had got underneath and the condensation had evaporated. Today however, since correcting that, if we get there and there's no water, I'm completely stumped. So I will leave it to you guys in the comments box if there is no water in there today, and let you guys tell me what it is I've done wrong or how I can do it better. I'm thinking that it might be something to do with the time of day you go back to check, because obviously as the sun gets higher in the sky and starts pounding down on that stuff, if there is any water in there it's going to evaporate that, surely. But I could be wrong, who knows. So you guys jump down in the comments box if there isn't water. Hopefully there is, but if there isn't, I'm stumped. Okay, this little hole wasn't here yesterday. Looks like we've had a mouse buried in there, so all the sticks seem to be intact, which is a good sign. And yeah, it doesn't look like we've got any water. Why is that? Why don't we have any water? Nothing, bone dry. The bag's quite wet. I mean, I wasn't expecting the bowl to be full. I wasn't expecting there to be like a ton of water in there, but I thought there might be a little drop or two. Nothing, completely bone dry. So I guess I'll leave this down to you guys now in the comments, and if you can help me out, just tell me where I'm going wrong, because this is something that I'd really like to learn. I'd like to see some kind of results from this, just so then I can rest assured that I know this skill, I know how and why it needs to work the way it does. So as you've just seen guys, we came back this morning and unfortunately there was no water in the bowl. Just because we failed twice doesn't mean that we should give up. And so yeah, please do help me out if you can. I did think though yesterday when I pulled that bag tight over the hole there that this would work, because all the moisture would have been trapped underneath. And yeah, so I kind of assumed that this morning we'd come back and there'd be water in there, but it just wasn't to be. I've done something wrong, I've come back at the wrong time. I'm not sure what it is. Hopefully one of you guys will. If you do, like I said, please do help me out. Drop down in the comments box below and just bring me up to speed with how to do this method. As always guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to bring each and every one of you out with me here today in this glorious wood. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. What more could we ask for? I hope wherever you are in the world that you're all taking care of yourselves and your loved ones if you can. If you are in a position to do so, as we always say, please do look after somebody else as well. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and if you have, then please do show your support to the channel. Give this one a thumbs up. Drop down in that comments box below and leave me a comment there. Subscribe and hit the bell icon, because that's super important to make sure you guys get all future content to the channel. And until next time guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace! Unfortunately guys, our time here in this beautiful wood has come to an end. There is an annoying plane above me right now who knows I'm making a video. I'm damn sure of it because he keeps circulating. Drop down in that comments box below and let me know what you want to see more of. Wow, bird of prey. What he said.